Good morning. This is your daily weather briefing. Continuing with those breezy and sunny conditions out there this morning, temperatures have climbed into the 40s. We did see those peak winds rise above the wind advisory criteria, so we are currently in the wind advisory with peak winds of 30 miles per hour over the last hour. Overall, expecting those winds to gradually decrease as we move through the morning and into the afternoon. Should be able to lift that wind advisory as we get into the afternoon time frame. But otherwise, quiet, mild conditions as we move through today and tomorrow, with our next chance of rain moving into the area as we get into Thursday. If you take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure slowly starting to build in over the area. This area of low pressure out here, uh, well off to the west, is going to come together and track to our north as we get into the day on Thursday, bringing a trailing cold front into our region. It's going to bring that next chance for some showers, possibly even a thunderstorm again late Thursday and Thursday evening. But otherwise, looking at nice conditions as we move over the next couple days. Upper level winds this morning, generally northerly to northwesterly at times as we go through the column. Seeing our strongest winds actually in the mid levels with the peak wind of 58 knots at 12,000 feet. The freezing level this morning was at 900 feet. Look at our current visible satellite. We see those clear skies across the area, high clouds well off to the east, and expecting clear skies to prevail. Plenty of sun moving through today as well as into tomorrow before we'll see increasing clouds ahead of that next rain chance. If we look at the zoomed out picture here with the European model, we'll see those nice conditions as we move through the day today, that pressure gradient weakenings, bringing some light winds going into the evening time frame. As we go into our day on Wednesday, we'll see the winds light but onshore. Overall, comfortable conditions and mostly sunny with some high clouds increasing later in the day. As we go overnight into Thursday, we'll see a gradual increase in those high clouds as this system comes together. Again, that center of the low pressure going to track well north of the area, but it's going to bring this cold boundary through our region as we get late in the day on Thursday. Behind that, some cooler air with a trough. As you can see here, it looks like pretty good agreement with the modeling that we'll see this rain holding off until later in the day, likely after the 16 or 17 local time frame, more of an evening event with that shower activity moving through. And we will see, as mentioned, a chance of a thunderstorm embedded with this activity, so that lightning chance will be possible with this. But as we move into the day on Friday, that boundary pushes that shower activity off to the east, and we see a cooler day for Friday as some cooler air shifts in over the region behind it, and then things moderate a bit as we go back into the weekend. Overall, looking pretty good as we move through the weekend with some fairly comfortable conditions. Does look like we'll see a weak boundary or shortwave moving through the area late Saturday. European model still the most bullish with showers possibly making it into the local area. Other models indicating a drier solution, so just a chance of seeing maybe an isolated shower as that we move through that Saturday night into Sunday time frame. But things quiet down once again for Sunday, slightly cooler, and then back to mild temperatures as we move into the beginning of next week with another system approaching, possibly bringing some shower activity during the PM time frame on Monday into Tuesday with another system potentially moving through. So if we look at the 24-hour weather vision chart for today, do have those red conditions for winds that are above 25 knots this morning. Again, we are currently in a wind advisory. Should see those winds start to taper down as we go into the afternoon, dropping down to a north wind, 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 20 knots, and then gradually decreasing to a fairly light northwesterly wind as we move through the overnight time frame. We'll see our high temperature of 58 degrees this afternoon. Plenty of sun, just a few high clouds possibly around the area, but overall clear skies with plenty of sun, and then some better chance of high clouds as we move into the start of the day on Wednesday. Tides are running normal, and if we look at our next couple days, mostly sunny to partly cloudy on Wednesday. We'll see a high of 61. Green conditions for our weather risk. Green conditions continue into Wednesday evening. We will see a chance of some patchy mist around, but otherwise just partly cloudy. And we'll see that breeze start to increase as we get into the start of the day on Thursday, a low around 43 degrees. Thursday, the more active weather starts to move in, starting with the breeze picking up quite a bit ahead of that boundary out of the south. So we do have an orange risk for winds that are above 25 knots. Good chance we'll see a wind advisory on Thursday. Otherwise, as we get into the later afternoon, that's when we're going to start to see a pretty decent chance of some rain showers moving through and a slight chance of a thunderstorm embedded with that activity. Again, looks like that's going to hold off till after the 16 or 1700 local time frame and be more of an evening event. So we do have that orange risk for precip, yellow risk for lightning, and the yellow risk for reduced ceilings and visibilities with another mild day, a high of 63. Looking at the extended forecast here, we'll see cooler conditions behind the front for Friday, high of 55 degrees, remaining breezy behind the front as well. Overall, partly cloudy and breezy. Moving into Saturday, slightly warmer temperatures as they begin to moderate. We'll see our high around 61 degrees and just a 30% chance of that evening shower with that disturbance moving through. But it does look like that will be mostly dry, just an isolated shower possible. Cooler once again on Sunday with a high of 56. Overall, partly cloudy, quiet day for Sunday, and then that next potential boundary pushes through the area as we get into Monday with mostly cloudy and breezy conditions once again ahead of the boundary. Mild conditions once again with a high of 61. And again, it looks to be about 40% chance of rain at this time, but likely seeing those probabilities increase as we get closer to that event. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. and enjoy the rest of your day.